Hello, welcome back. I'm going to now talk about the Discovery Creative Writing aspect of your HSC and hopefully how to improve it. The first advice you're always going to get given by a teacher is write what you know. Okay, use your real life experience. Now, obviously, we don't want you talking about or writing about teen cliches like driving and parties and I'm sad my girlfriend left me. But we do want you to take a moment from your life, something that you know and understand, and expand on that. So there's a little diary thing I'll talk about a little bit later. If you want to change something up that you think is a little bit boring and it's just something that happened at your house, change the time, change the place. Okay, put it 100 years in the future, put it 100 years in the past. Change exactly where it happens. It doesn't have to happen, 2015, 2016 in Australia, in Sydney or wherever. It can happen wherever you want it to happen. And whatever genre you like to read, try to incorporate aspects of that genre because you know that genre. That's what you read. If you like adventure novels, put in some adventure. If you like to read anything. Try not to incorporate science fiction. Unfortunately, a lot of teachers think that that's not the most creative genre ever. Alright, so I talked about the diary a little bit earlier. Basically what I'm talking about is not writing every single night, but if you can, that would be amazing. But just to write about things that happen in your day that are a little bit different. If you've gone to the shops and you see someone slip over and fall in the aisle, or someone's doing something strange at the checkout, write that down. At school, if someone does something a little different out of the ordinary, write it down. If your favorite hobby is stamp collecting and you find the most amazing stamp you've ever found, write that down. How did you feel? Something new that happens or different in your life, write down what it feels like. If you can get those feelings into your short story, then you're really happening. So to put that in terms of the rubric, because you've got to incorporate that into your story, make sure that you are encompassing that spark, that something that happens, okay? And it can either be a real shock and you want to get those feelings and thoughts into your characters, or it can be something that emerges from the process of deliberate and careful planning. Also, you want to put the characters' thoughts in there. What were they thinking when this was happening? Is there a eureka moment, or is it quite slow and sudden? Now, you want to have a bit of a change in perspective. What has this discovery led to? Okay, besides the initial sort of shock and awe or amazement or yeah, I knew that was going to happen because it was deliberate. Okay, how has this changed your characters or the individuals in your story? Are they confronted? Are they having a new outlook on life? Any of those sort of things from the rubric? Think about how that's going. One of the great ways to improve how you write and also your life is to read some really, really good short stories. See how these people just dive straight in. They've created fully fleshed characters. They've got a plot that is happening. You are engaged. There might be a little twist in the end. Any of these writers here, you can just Google, the greatest short stories of 2015. They will pop up. Greatest short stories ever. They're all there for you to read. These are hugely influential and famous authors, and it's a great way of figuring out how they write and if you like what they're writing. And you can then go on to read their longer novels once you leave school and you have time. Now, for the actual exam, for your trial, any assessment tasks you have that are creative writing, and obviously for the HSC, okay, go in and I would certainly suggest having at least 2 to 3 stories that you've written over and over that you really know really well. If you're going to take the slightly lazier position, make sure you know who your characters are. Okay, besides what their hair's like, what their eye color is, what kind of clothing they wear, know what kind of music they listen to, what kind of books they read, what is their job, their personality, what is their family like. Know all about them so you can really get into your character. Know where the plot is going. You need to know what is going to be the catalyst. You need to know what is going to be the change in the story, and you need to know how the story ends. Okay? Make your story exciting. Don't start with, I woke up in the morning and something happened. You need to start in the thick of things. Okay? This is the only chance you have to have fun in the HSC in terms of you showing yourself and being creative. Okay? And the rubric point that leads to that is you need to show your own experiences of discovery. Okay, so if it's something personal and you can show it within a story, that's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, the best way to improve in writing is just to write. You need to lose your inhibitions. You need to make sure that you just write so much that you're not worried about what's happening in the marking or anything like that. Just enjoy yourself in the writing, and that will come out in the marking. The other thing, get people to read it, either a teacher or just friends of yours. Okay, be proud of what you're writing and just enjoy all of the writing that you're doing, because writing is the most fun thing you can do in English.